Hello, gorgeous Libra. Welcome to your weekly reading with me. We're going to dive in, see what's going on for the week ahead, and see what messages are coming up for you. What do you need to know about the week coming up? All right, my gorgeous angels. So let's just dive in. I want to get you out an animal spirit because I really love to see these as like a theme, and it jumped out exactly where I want it to be. So that's nice. The horse. So the horse is all about freedom. All right. And I'm hearing as well, like setting your own pace. You don't need to go as fast or as slow as everybody else. I really want you during this week to go at your own pace. All right. Let's see. Why is the horse here for Libra? The Queen of Swords. Well, that's your card as well. The Queen of Swords is all about boundaries. It's also, her heart can be quite clouded at times, and maybe you'll resonate with the fact that this week, emotionally, things are still unclear, but logically, you know what it is that you want, or you know what direction you need to go in. So this horse and the Queen of Swords does look a little bit like you're working to move forward. I want to go a little bit deeper into that horse spirit energy. So let me just see what other messages are in the book that we can pick up on, because I feel like there's some untapped messages here that I can get for you. Where is it? It's an earth sign energy. So again, maybe about being grounded whilst you are moving forward in your world. For my gorgeous Libra, momentum, freedom, expansive energy, and force. All right, so it's basically saying that things are building momentum during this week. So you can read it. So reliable, so supportive that you can ride on its back towards any goal, no matter how difficult the terrain. Fully awakened, fully alive, and cannot be defeated. So this is saying that it can become available to us when we hone and collect our energy through daily practice. So exercise, meditation, so physical stamina and mental focus are secret weapons. So it looks like you're getting your ish together. That's what that looks like. Maybe you are deciding to exercise a little bit more here, or get into your fitness goals, whatever that is for you, and you're getting clear. I feel like some of you getting out a dark bubble is a specific thing that they're saying to me. All right, sorry. Like I'm just like choking on my words here because the messages are just popping up in my head and I'm trying to find a good way of saying it. So between worlds, another card about that glow up here, that you are exiting that dark bubble, right? That clouded bubble, and you're entering into clarity. And I love this for you because it makes so much sense with the Queen of Swords, where there are some things that again are not clear to you right now. Emotionally, things are a little bit distorted, or they're just kind of unclear, and you're moving towards what is clear, and that's bringing you more clarity. So I love that for you. You're entering a new world, celebrating new things. You got contract. So I don't read reversals in this deck, so there we go. It's in the upright here. So you guys could be signing new contracts. All right, whatever that might be for you, just be aware. Make sure that you trust your gut instincts with this. Make sure that everything's balanced before signing. But this looks good. This could be a new work contract as well. Some of you go like, I'm seeing like, I don't know, I never went to university, but I don't know if you have to sign a contract or that be like legal documents, I'm assuming, because it doesn't just have to be contracts. I'm seeing also documents. I don't know if you guys are signing up to things. All right, either way, signing contracts. And you also have surrender. I like that with the horse. So spirit is trying to push you. I feel like spirit is the horse, and the horse is just like, come on, Libra, let's go, right? Let's get going in life. Let's start moving forward. And a big part of the surrender card feels like that is about going with where spirit wants you to go. Maybe you're deciding that now is the time to start moving, and you're feeling that so much. So Queen of Swords, okay, let's get clear. Let's get clear on which direction you want to go in. Let's get clear on what you want. So surrender here says, I can release my need to control. Spirit is guiding you. You already know. All right. What else, my gorgeous Libra, for this week? Well, that makes some sense here. This is what you're coming out of most likely, because again, it feels like things are picking up pace during this week. But of course, you may have been struggling with complacency, right? Getting so comfortable that you feel like you've wasted time. And that's such a common problem. So don't worry, you're not alone. But complacency here is that energy, and it's to do with your identity and how you view yourself, because this is the base chakra card. So it may have affected how you view yourself, and maybe it brought up things like insecurities, or again, feeling like you're wasting a life almost. So this is a time where you're surrendering to the flow, and you're deciding to get up and go for the things that you want. So powerful powerful week. All right, let's dive in a bit deeper. All right, what's the overall energy of this week for Libra? 3 of Pentacles. You're doing the work, right? So this is a really good card about planning, prepping. This is about setting the foundation. It's about starting something new and building upon it, right? This could be good for, I always see this as like business as well. It just feels like you're getting the plan organized. Can we dive a bit deeper into that? 3 of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles. So you guys could be starting like a new job, or again, a new stream of income coming up for you guys, or you're working on building on this project or plan. What am I seeing here? So you're doing the prepping and the planning for a new beginning. That's what I'm seeing. I feel like the 3 of Pentacles, I know it's above the Ace, I guess, but it kind of looks like you're doing the prep work for this new beginning. So I like that energy. Maybe this is you sorting out a CV, you know, or it just feels a little bit, or perfecting your skills or your talents, or, you know, some of you might be setting up some sort of presentation, or I just feel like you're setting yourself up for this Ace of Pentacles for an opportunity, which feels quite nice. Or a new stable beginning, right? Maybe you guys are deciding, okay, what do I want to do? 3 of Pentacles just feels like you sitting down with yourself and really organizing your thoughts and figuring out what the plan is. Page of Pentacles. Some of you are enrolling in something new. Page of Pentacles is that card, again, of studying, of enrolling yourself in a course. Clause. Again, there's contracts. It just feels a little bit here that some of you could be moving homes or buying a home, by the way. It just feels like, of course, I'm speaking to the general Libras here, but there's a lot going on here with the fact that you are openly diving into research. You're learning a lot about something, and this is what's giving you that Ace of Pentacles. Whether that be an increase in your income, whether it leads to an increase in your income, whether it is just a stable new beginning in your life where things have not felt very stable, this is gorgeous energy. So dive into research, dive into knowledge, be open to learning new things, be open to doing things differently. I love that. And now, how are you showing up this week? What is the energy of Libra? High Priestess. So this does come in when we're doing the shadow work. It does kind of, they're hinting towards this card, and I've never seen these two like together. So it's interesting how that might come up. Because the High Priestess has this balance, right? So she always has like usually a black pillar and a white pillar. In this case, she has candles. But it kind of feels a little bit like the darkness and the light is what you're balancing here. The shadow side and, you know, the inner self and the outer self. Let's dive a bit deeper into this. So High Priestess in general could mean that you guys are really working in silence. Some of you guys may have really cut yourself off from people. Some of you guys might be just doing that inner work, you know, just spending some time, almost like hermit energy, where you're just spending some time to yourself. Maybe you're doing more mystical things. Maybe you're doing more candle magic, right? Maybe you are just doing that inner child work or whatever it is. It just feels like you're going inwards. And of course, she's a woman of the occult, the High Priestess. So you guys could be really diving into your own magic. Maybe you guys are pulling yourself tarot cards. Maybe you are just trying to, you know, do the subconscious work. Let's see. Why is this Libra's energy? High Priestess. The 4 Swords, deep inner healing for sure. And again, manifesting. Some of you, I do see you doing like spell work. I don't know why that's coming up, but I do see you doing that. Whether you realize it or not, it could just be affirmations, and that in its way is a spell too, right? All right, what I'm seeing here is that this is deep subconscious healing. So I like that. You're addressing inner pains, inner blockages, and you're healing it. You're addressing it. So this is nice. Is this a beaver? Like, it doesn't have the tail. I don't know what this animal is, but we just had the beaver full moon. I did a video on that, so go check it out if you haven't already, because it probably might be affecting you during this week as well, just because of what we were picking up on there. So I would go dive deep into that. But this is, in a way, you surrendering. This is you kind of like understanding that you need to address something. What are you healing? Queen of Cups. It's to do with your heart space, to do with your feelings, your emotions. You guys are definitely tapping into your intuition, though. You might find yourself being very open intuitively. So maybe this is you taking some time out to really, you know, tap back into spirit, tap back into yourself, tap back into your heart. Seven of Wands. And this is you processing emotions. And I say that because I wanted to clarify that Queen of Cups again, because I wanted to know a bit more about what exactly are you healing. And they're still not telling me exactly what it is, but it is showing me a little bit here that these are feelings that you've not been addressing. Because especially because here you can see they're trying to keep the water out. And the Seven of Wands is this energy of like feeling like you need to protect yourself or defend yourself. And in this case, it feels a little bit like there's been some feelings and emotions you've not allowed yourself to feel. So during this week, it's such a good time to feel, to heal, to meditate on something. I don't know, to cry it out, right? This is a big time for purging, to feel. It's such an important theme for you guys this week. All right, so allowing those emotions to come in and understanding it's not a weakness. All right, let's see. What is the challenge, the main challenge coming up for Libra during this week? The Eight of Pentacles. Improvement in your finances. This is not a bad card to come up in a challenge, though. It could mean that there's a lot of hard work. And this is a really good sign that these things will pay off for you. But the challenge could be that you're having to, work extra hours, do things when you're not super motivated to do it. But the good thing is discipline. Why is the Eight of Pentacles a challenge? The Emperor. And why is this all a challenge or a blockage? Why is this here? The Three of Wands. So this is not a bad challenge at all. I would say the challenge could be that complacency. Maybe you have this tendency to talk yourself out of things, but the Eight of Pentacles and the Emperor feels like your energy. I mean, if I'm going to relate it to someone outside of you, just for a few, I don't think this is a main message for any. This is just for a few, but there could be some issues here with the Emperor and the Eight of Pentacles and the Three of Wands, meaning that maybe a boss is not fully seeing your hard work and you're waiting for, it's almost like proving yourself a little bit here, proving yourself, proving that you're worthy for something, maybe a promotion of some kind. Almost feels like you're waiting for that recognition or payout from someone. So that could be a challenge for you guys this week. But for the majority of you, the Emperor with the Eight of Pentacles is such a good sign for hard work and for being in control of your life and for being disciplined, right? For being in control. Now, what's interesting is that might be the reason why surrender is here, but I don't think it's a bad thing. Because when I saw surrender before, I don't think it's a bad thing. Let's say that you're balancing the Emperor, right? Just don't be overly in control. I think it's important to be patient with that Three of Wands, to still be connecting to your future dreams and goals. Three of Wands is like a visionary, so I like that card too. Your challenge just feels a little bit like you're waiting to see everything pay off, right? You're doing the hard work. You're still in between worlds, so the past could still be haunting you a little bit here, or again, you might feel like some days are you slip back a little bit, and that's okay. You've not really, but some days will be like the old stuff, and some days will be this brand new energy. And the more that you walk forward, the more that you're doing that's different, the more that you're moving into a new world. So this doesn't look bad. Your challenge just seems like there is still a lot of hard work ahead. And I think that's where you need to surrender to that hard work. And maybe the control here is that usually you would try to control it by not doing it and staying in a comfort zone, right? Staying complacent, staying complaining, right? Never really doing it. Like, oh, one day I want to be like this. I'm not happy with where I'm at right now, but never actually changing it. So it does feel like this week, your challenge is the hard work. Your challenge is, dreaming. I feel like I just want you to be dreamy, Libra. I just want you to know that there's so much that you can actually have in your future. It's just about, of course, you have to do the work. You have to be disciplined. You have to take action. But I think that that's what you're learning this week. All right. What's the overall advice that you have for Libra for this week? King of Cups, again, tapping into your feelings, mastering your emotions so that you can rise above them. Make some sense with that Queen of Swords. So there's two worlds going on here. The Queen of Swords being the logical world, so that feels to me about contracts, that feels to me about your work, that feels about your money, that feels about whatever. That stuff on the external world, I think that that's going to be easy for you. The inner world, the Queen of Swords heart, right, which is kind of emotional, maybe, still wounded, your feelings are really going to be the main challenge, or the more difficult part. So King of Cups, Two of Wands is your advice. This again is about mastering your feelings in terms of your future and what you need to do for your future, for sure. What can I say about this? This feels for some of you related to love. So if you are in a relationship, I mean, if you're single, this could be about, thinking about your ideal partner. This is the time to kind of get clear on that, right? Someone who you want, who you would like to have. So get clear again on who you want to call in, because 2 of Wands says that you're probably going to get it soon. But if you are in a relationship, King of Cups, 2 of Wands, the advice this week would be about teamwork for the future. Okay. One more for this combo, and 10 of Pentacles. So yeah. Again, related to love, this absolutely is about legacy and a future and a long-term commitment with someone who might be around you already, or might not. Now, if this is just outside of love in general, King of Cups, I feel like this is about being able to manage your feelings and emotions so it doesn't block your future success. Sometimes in life, our feelings can definitely weigh us down. It's so important to address them. The King of Cups doesn't dismiss his feelings. He understands them so well that he doesn't get affected by them. He's still able to operate even if he has really difficult feelings going on. He just gives them the space and the time that he needs to, right? It's usually he's above the water, right? Sitting on a very stable throne, but he's on the ocean and the ocean's crashing around him, but he's not affected. So it's that kind of energy that we're seeing for you, where you are learning how to still work towards a great future whilst dealing and processing your feelings and having that beautiful balance there. Especially with the 2 of Wands and the 10 of Pentacles, this is building the dream life, whatever that is for you. This is about your future, your legacy, maybe finances, or a future together. Again, if it is to do with love. Teamwork for sure. And if you're single, then your advice, get clear what you want, because it's coming in terms of love, right? I see some of you are attracting in an absolute partner for life. Okay, and it could be something that you guys are working on together, and that could just be the relationship, but it could also be, that you both are building this future together and savings or whatever. It feels like a good teamwork. Okay, my angels, that's what I got for you. I hope this reading has been helpful. You guys are going to be doing amazing in your life, so I wish you all the best. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure you leave me a little comment in the comment section. Make sure you get the video a thumbs up, and also subscribe if you haven't already. But aside from that, I'm going to see you guys in the next one.